Have you ever stopped to wonder about the concept of consciousness? Is it necessary for our survival or just a product of our social nature? Today, we're going to explore the evolution of consciousness, its origins in bad conscience, and its link to empathy. The concept of consciousness was developed in the context of life in groups and human social herd nature. It was developed inseparably from language, and both were only a connecting network between man and man, necessary for survival. But how did consciousness come into being? It began historically with suffering, with bad conscience, which was constituted by acts of violence carried out by rulers, invaders, and oppressors against members of a nomad tribal society. The transition to the rudimentary state involved the monopolization of aggression by the rulers and a harsh repression of the inhabitants' old independent ways. The price of this process is unbearable, leaving humans in the position of an incarcerated animal that beats itself raw on the bars of its cage. But consciousness evolved out of terror, but also out of learning to be empathetic. Humans brought empathy to perfection and keep on practicing. Living in groups necessitated emotional intelligence, cooperation, mutual help, and affiliation. Empathy grew out of simulation, mediated by imitation of actions and expressions. To understand another person, we imitate his feelings in ourselves, producing the feeling in ourselves after the effects it exerts and displays on the other person. Consciousness, like language, became more sophisticated as additional uses, often pleasurable, were found and facilitated by experts such as artists, writers, and orators, who were more skillful in observation and expression. So, what is consciousness good for? It's a means of communication necessary for survival, but it also allows us to connect with one another, to empathize, to create art, and to experience pleasure. Consciousness is a complex and multifaceted concept that has evolved over time, and it continues to shape our understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video exploring the evolution of consciousness, bad conscience, and empathy. We hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and leaving a comment to let us know your thoughts. Your support helps us create more engaging content like this in the future. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.